Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at MMTLP and also MMAT Metamaterials. There is a key date that may be explaining why the stock has been running up quite nicely yesterday, and we're also going to be looking at George Palikaras talking about the so-called missing presentation that was never shared, and also looking at ticker symbol PIK, where there has been some huge news. So stay tuned for that. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the markets. So first headline here from CNBC, we can see the Dow Jones drops 400 points as Wall Street starts the second quarter on a sour note. So if we have a look at the heat map here, we can see again significant amount of red here at time of editing, with almost all sectors down, including tech, consumer electronics, consumer cyclical, finance, consumers, communication services, and the only one doing fairly well is energy. So what we can also see in terms of the Dow Jones, that was down at time of editing approximately 445 points. However, the S&P was also down 1%. I think overall in terms of the first quarter, comparing to the first quarter of 2024, I think we're still in a fairly strong position. And in other news from the SEC, shout out here to Gary Gensler, and he stated here that he is signaling that the SEC will have disclosure, and this will be a key issue in the year ahead. I'm certainly not buying that, because I think action certainly speaks louder than words. So let's see if that actually happens. So in other significant news that we shared today, especially with regard to Tesla, we can see here Tesla's deliveries were shared today, but unfortunately they were down compared to the estimate, and we can see that they had reported approximately 387,000 deliveries compared to the previous fourth quarter of 2023, when it was just in excess of 485,000. And another key date for Tesla I'd like to share with you is with regard to earnings. So keep an eye out on April the 23rd, 2024 for their earnings. So hopefully better news there. Let's now have a look at questions regarding the so-called missing report from West Christian that was apparently sent to Metamaterials board regarding MMAT and also MMTLP. And what Mark has stated here is that I bet you George can confirm that they had this report for months and are just sitting on it. So George has responded, and he stated while he was at the board, the company did receive a draft report, and as far as he's concerned, what he's saying is he's guessing that by now there will be a final report. And one of the challenges is also stated in terms of this report is being able to have enough money or have enough funding to secure from maybe a sponsor to be able to go through and obviously pursue this in a legal from a legal point of view. So obviously he's looking at a lawsuit against a bad actor or bad actors, and he's also stated there should be no reason why MMAT board should sit on it. There should be no reason why they also should not be able to find a good sponsor to fund the legal case. And what he's also stated is looking at Wes's impeccable track record, it should be a slam dunk, and this is one of the reasons that he's introduced him to the board over a year ago. So we have not had anything from that, but I am going to come back to that report and the Metamaterials board shortly. But what George has also posted after that is he's confirmed that he's not currently able to share what is in the report, because obviously due to confidentiality reasons, and it's a case of obviously it's up to the board, it's up to the Metamaterials board. So what I'm going to share with you now here is apparently a screenshot of this email sent to the Metamaterials board from West Christian. So certainly it looks like West Christian has done his side of things, and now it's down to the Metamaterials board to either release this report, share the report, or pursue legal action. Let's now get an update from Don's time in Congress and DC. So in the space call that was hosted yesterday, Don did share some positive updates, and I think some of the things that I picked up from there is first of all, Congress are very much aware of what's happened in the MMTLP fiasco. They are certainly showing a lot of support. I think Don has been very, very well received, and one thing that we need to remember and recognize that if we need a share count that will help us get towards a resolution, then obviously Congress are the organization that can help us to do that without the need for any class action or legal process. So that's why it's important to continue with the Congress process. However, on a negative side, I think unfortunately Congress does move very, very slow. They do have the ability to get things done, but unfortunately they are a very slow organization, and I think if we keep pushing, that's basically the best outcome that we can get. One of the things that I looked at in yesterday's video was the significant spike in volume and the share price for Metamaterials, and the question I ask is obviously somebody is buying. It could be driven by rumor, and I think over the previous 6 days MMAT is up close to 100% in the share price, so certainly something is going on. So the question is, what is going on? So I think this is a key date. So the key date here is Wednesday, April the 3rd, 2024, and the company have scheduled a corporate update. So we are certainly hoping for some positive news in this corporate update. It's 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, so there is a link there for you to join online, and I think from many of the MMTLP investors' point of view, we are hoping they may share potentially some news in terms of that report, and hopefully some more news in terms of anything they can share in what is happening behind the scenes for MMTLP, because I think right now everybody is looking for the quickest time possible to get to a resolution. Finally, I'm going to finish off by having a look at ticker symbol PIK, also known as Kidpik. This is a stock that has been featured a number of times in the previous videos, and also is a stock that we have been watching carefully in the Discord. There was some news that was shared exclusively in the Discord, and this was a stock that was also added to our daily stock alerts today, also on the 28th, and also in our previous weekly watch list. So let's have a look at the chart. So at time of editing, we can see here over the previous month, it's up in excess of 227%. Right now at time of editing, it's up close to 33%. I think it has pulled back just now as well. However, we could see previously it did reach a price in excess of $7, so there has been a good buying opportunity there as well. So what's been driving the price up? So we can see here key headline just released from Investor Place that first of all, there is news of a potential merger, and the company it looks here is going to combine with Nina Footwear. So this could see them operate as a Nina Holding Corporation. So that is certainly what's driving the price up, and we can see we can see here currently in terms of the stock, it is a penny stock, it is a small cap, and we can see here continuing Kidpik and Nina Footwear potentially when they combine together, they could hold the latter's investors hold 80% of the company's shares, so obviously a significant amount of insiders there. And we can also see in further news the chairman and the CEO of Kidpik has stated that first of all, the transaction is expected to increase the revenue, cash flow and prospects, whilst also strengthening the balance sheet. So that is certainly very positive. What else do we need to know about this deal? That we can see that there will be no shareholder vote, so it's going to go ahead between both organizations, and that is due to Daba owning 67% of the PIK stock. So it's basically a done deal because you have a majority vote there. So certainly looks like that will go ahead. So what I'd now like to share with you is an alternative angle in terms of potential risk. So we can see here from Business Wire that PIK stock, there's a company here, Halpa Sade LLC, and what they are saying is they are investigating whether the merger of Kidpik and Corporation is fair to the shareholders. So it could be a little bit of an investigation just to be on the safe side, and this also illustrates one of the risks of investing in the stock market, where nothing is straightforward, nothing is a done deal. And finally, if you would like to get breaking news such as PIK and stock alerts, daily stock alerts, details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.